Good morning. Once upon a time, in the beginning, there was a bully who lives in the Pink Palace. One day he said to himself, there's a bunch of uppity women that want a salary increase. How dare they? They're nobody. They're not even teachers. They take care of kids. Yeah. You know who need a salary increase? My buddies at the Conservative Caucus. They work hard and they need a raise. Okay. I'll teach these nobodies. They're weakest. They're weak. I'll teach them a lesson. I'll use them as an example to all the workers in Ontario that who's the boss. I'm going to prove that I am for the people. I'll get this done. I will take away their right to bargain. I'll just force them to take the contract and their right to strike. No big deal. I can do this without even breaking a sweat. I'll get it done. Well, Mr. Ford was so wrong. Yeah. And when faced with the bully, did the education workers back down? You can do better than that. Okay, well, okay, yeah. When their bully took away their voice, or trying to, and the right to bargain, did the education workers back down? Okay, that's better. Do you think Ford buddies work harder than your kids' child care workers? No. Seriously? How is it that workers and educators who teach and care for our kids sometimes don't even have enough money to have kids or take care of their kids? That's absurd, it's shameful, it's unfair, it's unjust. Now, at the Toronto Ferry Dock, there's a sculpture of a tandem bicycle with Jack Layton sitting at the back. Have some of you seen it? Yeah, you've seen it. Inscribed behind it, around it, is the word stronger together. The unions across Canada came to honor Jack's spirit and his core belief that we are stronger together. And united, we will never be defeated. That is what that spirit means. An injury to one is an injury to all. When the education workers stood up against the bully, the unions across the country stood up for them. That's how we win. Yeah, that is how we do it. So for their courage, their determination, and the dedication to our children, and for their incredible reminder that we are stronger together. And when we are united, we will never be defeated. It's an honor for me to present the 2023 Jack Layton Award to the education workers of Ontario. Woo-hoo!
Hi, everyone. I'm Laura Walton, an educational assistant and the president of CUPE's Ontario School Board Council of Unions. I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you today in Ottawa. I'm out west sharing some of the lessons that we learned here last fall with workers in Saskatchewan and Alberta. On behalf of the 55,000 frontline education workers across Ontario, I am so pleased to accept the 2023 Jack Layton Progress Prize. Last fall, the lowest paid education workers compelled the Conservative government of Canada's richest province to repeal its own rights-trampling anti-worker legislation in record time. EAs, custodians, early childhood educators, secretaries, and so many more, the often overlooked people who make our schools run, did this so we could reach our first freely negotiated collective agreement in a decade. And in doing so, we secured a $1 per hour increase each year for 4 years while fighting back concessions. This didn't happen magically because somebody wanted to strike, and it definitely didn't happen overnight. Winning these gains came about because workers and the leaders they elected recognized that if we wanted to see a different result, we needed to do things differently. It's only through workers organizing, centering ourselves in the fight, and showing real solidarity across arbitrary dividing lines, like sector, union banner, and geography, that we as workers, neighbors, families, and friends will see the gains that are needed to make our lives, workplaces, cities, provinces, and indeed our country better. I want to thank the Broadbent Institute for this honor. I also need to thank CUPE Education Workers as well as CUPE members in every sector and province. Our labor family, including the Ontario Public Service Employees Union, ATU, Unifor, the Ontario Sheet Metal Workers and Roofers Conference, as well as other tradespeople, nurses, parents, and so many others who stood with us to unite the labor movement. What we saw in the fall is but a moment. Now we must come together to ensure a movement that will make the real positive changes for the lives of all of us to come. We're ready. Once again, thank you.